Okay, for those who don't know, my name is Jackie. And it's October, so I used to be called Jack-o'-lantern a lot in the third grade, which made me cry. So, about a week ago, I was wondering, who was Jack-o'-lantern? I mean, is it just a random name, or was there actually history? So I looked up on Google, and I found there was a pretty good history about it. Now, before I start, I just want you to know that these are usually myths, and myths can be varied from different regions to region. So I just compiled, not exactly a list, but like a story from what I gathered. So it's not might be accurate to the version of what you heard or anything like that. And so, here's the myth of Jack-o'-lantern. So the Jack-o'-lantern originated from Irish mythology. In the original myth, there was a man named Jack whose nickname was Stingy Jack. So, according to the myth, Stingy Jack invited the devil to have a drink with him, and true to his name, he didn't want to pay the drinks. So, he convinced the devil to turn into a coin so Jack can buy the drinks. But Jack had a crucifix in his pocket, so he stuffed the devil into the pocket, and the only way for the devil to turn into his true form was if Jack did not go to hell and he would not bother Jack for 1 year. So a year has passed, and it was time for the devil to collect Jack's soul. And so Jack was like saying, "Hey, can I have my last meal? I want this apple, and can you go get it for me as my last meal?" And the devil was like, "Okay, I'll get it." So as the devil was climbing the tree, Jack put a crucifix on the tree trunk, and the devil couldn't get out. So, as a deal, Jack made the devil not to bother him for 10 years. So, when Jack died, God didn't want him since he stole from churches. He basically played tricks on everyone, and he conned the devil himself. So, that doesn't really lead him a gateway in. So, Jack is basically in Purgatory now, I'm pretty sure. That he can't really go to heaven or hell, so the devil, out of spite, was like saying, "Hey, here's this tiny little ember. That's the only thing you're gonna light your way through this darkness. So here you go." So Jack was terrified of this place. Basically, like, it's the middle of nothing, the void. So Jack found a turnip, potato, and he carved, like, basically a lantern in it, and he used it to light his way through the darkness. And so the townsfolk, villagers, saw this, and they were freaking out because what is this light in the middle of the woods? So they saw it, and they were like, "Hey, let's make our own lights to scare them off." So they did. They put horrific faces, and that's kind of how the story got its name, the Jack of Lantern, Jack of the Lantern. And so when Irish immigrants went to America and saw pumpkins were all they can find instead of potatoes, they made it possible to continue their traditions. So probably the mic quality is really bad, but I had an amazing time doing this, and I'll probably upload it on Halloween or on Monday, depending on my schedule for my math project. So I'm actually thinking of making this as a series in which I find cool history. Not like Sabrina's from NerdyAnd Qurikiy, but like something similar to that called History Storytime. I want to thank everyone who supported me on my Instagram so I can make this. And thanks for the lazy owl for sending me the meme. If I post this on Halloween, please have a safe Halloween. And thank you for everybody for watching. I'll try to get a new mic soon, though. Thank you.